Hello, Box Bandy here. Today's video is about hidden disabilities. How does somebody sleep with multiple hidden disabilities? I'm going to show you how. I have sciatica, fibromyalgia, neuropathy, osteoarthritis, chronic fatigue syndrome, and restless leg syndrome. Huh? It's bedtime. Okay, I just thought I'd go ahead and show you what I have to go through. My feet are swollen really bad after all day on them, and sitting, my butt's sore too from sitting too. But I have the neuropathy, mostly in my feet and legs, a little bit in my hands. So my feet swell at night, they throb and they burn. I also have fibromyalgia, so I have to sleep certain ways. So when I lay down, I have to make sure the wrinkles are out from under my feet. Usually just have to pull all the sheet in where there's no wrinkles. And I can't have my feet up against the blanket because it hurts. So when I do have a blanket on, I'll use my little, because with the fibro, I always had trouble. I can't have my feet or legs touching each other. So I have to have a pillow down here to keep from touching, and don't have to have my foot hanging off a little bit so it doesn't touch anything. It's crazy, but that's how it affects me. It's pretty bad. So I sleep this way. I can handle a little bit of a blanket over the top if I'm careful. Otherwise, my feet hang out. Like, I don't know if you can see them, but my feet hang out a little bit. So if it's really, really cold, I have to scoot back a little bit. Not a very big bed, but if it's really, really cold, then I just have to, I can't wear socks. I just have to deal with it. I put a blanket just as much as I can over my feet. Sometimes if it's a really soft fabric like this, your blanket, I could put that over my feet if I'm really cold. Or in a sleeping bag, if it's very smooth, soft inside, it's good. So when I sleep also up here, take my glasses off. Because of the fibromyalgia, I can't have well, anyhow, it hurts when I pull my chest together like that. So I always sleep on my side. So I pull my pillow down here. I have to make sure all the wrinkles are out of it, because I have such sensitivity in my face. If a wrinkle's there, I'm like the princess and the pea. Never did this on a video before. I just thought I would really like to share with you what it's really like for somebody with fibromyalgia and neuropathy, amongst other things. So when I sleep here, I have to have this pillow just a little bit up under my shoulder, between my neck and my head. My shoulder and my head against my neck. I have to make sure that the second pillow doesn't touch my shoulder here. So I have to lay this way. And when I shift, if I have to turn over, I have to redo all of that again. So this is the way I sleep at night. It's complicated. If I roll over, I'm going to hit the shelf up here a little bit. So I have to be careful when I roll over, because I need all this room. In the daytime, Maxie will lay up here with me. but not at night because I toss and turn too much. So this is my night routine. And it is what it is. I've been dealing with this for quite a few years. Actually, I started having the restless leg. With restless leg, your legs jump out of control with no warning. It just, they start jumping. It's not doing it right now. It doesn't do it too much these days. I take a lot of potassium and magnesium and turmeric. That's the only thing I take from pain. I don't take any kind of pain pills whatsoever. I used to. Got off of all of it. So this is my routine. This is my sleep schedule. Sometimes if there's no wrinkle, I could put this foot on top of the pillow, but I can't have my feet touching. I don't know if it's because of the heat that permeates out of them or what, but I can't take it. I can't sleep if I do. And when my feet are throbbing a lot and burning, I can't sleep, so I'd have to get up and move around and walk a little bit on them to get them to relax a little bit. Same thing with that when I get muscle spasms in my legs. I get muscle spasms. They actually cramp like Charlie horses. If anybody's ever had a Charlie horse, you know what I'm talking about. I get them in the leg. Usually it's back in here, through here in the back of the part of my leg. And if that happens, the only thing, or my toes sometimes totally curl up. I don't want to do it because they will. But it curls up like this. And when that happens, the only thing I can do is stand up and put pressure against the bottom of my foot. And eventually it'll ease up. But that's what I deal with. So, yes, not all disabilities are visible to everybody. You don't see the pain. You don't see the difficulty that people with disabilities, hidden disabilities, go through. But these are some of them. I have a deteriorating disc in my neck. And I have a deteriorating disc in my lower back. And then I have arthritis throughout my body. Thank goodness it's osteoarthritis, not the degenerate, not like the rheumatoid, which is degenerative arthritis. So I'm lucky in that. I got the osteoarthritis from my mother. My dad had degenerative arthritis. My mother was not crippled from the arthritis. She just hurt. And I'm blessed. If I get cold, really cold at night, then I just pull this blanket over here and just leave it up, like kind of loose like that. Or if have to have a warmer bedding, I just have to have my toes hang out a little bit. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you. It's been so warm, I really haven't needed a blanket much. Except I do sometimes, actually all summer, I've had the air conditioner on at night. Last night and tonight is the first time I didn't have to have the air conditioner on at night. So I'm going to have to get up and turn out the light because then I cannot sleep with the light on. Okay, the light is way over here. That's how I turn that light off. And this little light is just a battery operated light. And I turn that off there. Then I'll crawl in the bed, and then just once I get all this situated, I can reach over here and then just lay back down. So that's the way it is. If I have to get up and go to the bathroom, let me see if I can show you what I have to do to use the bathroom. So I have a step stool down here. Let's see if you can see it. I don't know if I can get this down enough. Possibly, yeah. So I have a step stool that I use to climb up on the bed. And you can see here. So I get up on the bed there. If not, if I have to use the bathroom, I pulled the step stool out of the way. And this is my toilet over here. I pull this out, then I can use the bathroom right here. And Maxie is down, used to keep him in the cab, but I decided I have room here in front of my drawers. So I put him right there. Let's see if you can see him. Yeah. So I put him right there in his little bed basket, right in front of my drawers. So he feels closer to me. And he's not in the way. I won't step on him because my stool is over there. So as you can see, I have many complications or hidden disabilities, including chronic fatigue syndrome. I don't sleep well at night. I get up and down all night. I get uncomfortable. I don't get sleep, so I'm tired in the daytime. I don't have the energy that other people seem to have. So it is what it is, but I just have a few things to say about it. Many people have hidden disabilities. They look perfectly healthy and normal, and I am perfectly healthy and normal to a point. But let's not judge people on appearances. You're in a parking lot, you see somebody with a handicap plate, or somebody takes a scooter, electric scooter, you thought you should have it more. You don't know what their disabilities are. When I went into the wheelchair, the reason was my legs would go out from under me and I would fall. So I had to be in a wheelchair. So you never know. Just, I could still walk, but I couldn't be sure that I wouldn't fall. So if you got value from this video, please be sure to subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and make a comment in the chat. I appreciate your support. Thank you for watching.